like that. Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. Run up this One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't?
Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Green Bay Packers. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the run.
Check safety. Check 13.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now Jackson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Bortles now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Bortles now on first down. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, now Bortles. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
General West. Hey, Alpha. Yes. 56 to Mike. 56. Hurry. Snap.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Set. 18 Gator. 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Check 24.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Nick Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Bortles to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
You draw Parker. Check. Look. Squeeze. Check. Hey, seam six. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Bortles. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
That's it. 180. Alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield, this complete to Jones. Well, they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
180. Hey, point it right. Watch the screen. Check. Protein spill. Run. Check 31.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. King. Shot.
Throwing. Mayfield. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Mike 7. Mike 50. Watch the slant. Hey, Mike's 50. 2.
Throwing is Bortles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, lock it. Kill.
Now Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down.
218, chop it.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
March 50, March 50, March 50. Hey, tight. You go 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. You got tight right there. Ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bortles looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Bortles. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bortles to throw once more. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's go. 50, Mike, 50.
Yeah, that's what I do. Mike, 50, Mike, 50. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm here all day.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Mayfield on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mayfield down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. That'll be caught by Kupp. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Set, 180. You can't block.
They'll give it to Chubb. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from a yard out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
64.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He's going to look deep down the field. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Rock it. Ready?
Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
He completes it to Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Chubb. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. This is Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
56. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Bravo.
56. Months 56. Ricky. Check.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 90.
Gone.
Switch it.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Back to throw. tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
That's another. Here's first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
At 80. Check 53. Quit talking about it.
Mayfield fighting to stay upright. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for our visitors, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.